What if the one thing holding you back from your dreams was the person staring back in the mirror? In a cozy little town on the outskirts of America, where strip malls hum with life and neighbors still wave hello, lives Emma, a 22-year-old with flour-dusted hands and a heart full of dreams she's too scared to chase. Emma works at her family's bakery, Sweet Haven, a charming shop struggling to compete with online dessert giants. Her days are filled with kneading dough and serving locals, but her shy demeanor stammering when customers ask questions, avoiding eye contact makes her the target of gentle teasing. "Clumsy Emma," they whisper, and she believes it. Emma's mother, Sarah, runs Sweet Haven with a fierce determination born from years of hardship. Widowed young, Sarah poured her soul into the bakery, but her frustration spills over when Emma fumbles orders or shrinks from chatty customers. "You've got to step up, Emma," she snaps, her words cutting deeper than she knows. Sarah's tough love stems from fear that her daughter won't survive in a world that demands boldness. Yet, Emma dreams of becoming a chef, crafting dishes that tell stories, but the thought of failing paralyzes her. Enter Jake, a regular at the bakery with a warm smile and a knack for making Emma laugh. He sees something in her, a spark she can't see herself. When Emma's shyness leads to a costly mistake with a VIP customer, Sarah's anger erupts, leaving Emma questioning her worth. That night, alone in a rain-soaked park, she wonders if her dreams are just childish fantasies. But Jake's about to step in, and a retired chef named Henry holds the key to unlocking Emma's courage. Will she find the strength to rise, or let fear dim her light forever? The rain fell harder as Emma sat on a park bench, her dreams crumbling like the soggy sketchbook where she'd doodled recipes for her imaginary restaurant. The sting of her mother's words from earlier that day echoed in her mind. "You've cost us everything, Emma." It all started when Sweet Haven landed a massive order for a wedding cake, a make-or-break moment for the struggling bakery. Emma, tasked with confirming details with the bride, froze under pressure. Her voice cracked, her hands shook, and she misread the order, delivering a chocolate cake instead of vanilla. The bride's furious call left Sarah livid, her face a mix of disappointment and despair. "If you can't handle this, I'll find someone who can," she shouted, her voice breaking as years of pent-up worry poured out. Humiliated, Emma fled to the park, the same place where she used to dream big as a child, watching fireflies dance over the lake. Now, under a gray sky, the water looked cold and unforgiving. The town's whispers, "Clumsy Emma, always messing up," swirled in her head, each one a brick in the wall of self-doubt she'd built over years. She opened her sketchbook, staring at a drawing of a dessert she'd never dared to make, and thought, "Maybe I don't belong here, maybe I'm not meant for this." The idea of quitting the bakery, abandoning her chef dreams, felt like the only way to stop disappointing everyone. As the rain soaked her hoodie, Emma's phone buzzed, a text from Jake. "Saw you leave, you okay?" She ignored it too, ashamed to respond, but Jake wasn't one to give up. Somewhere in the distance, his beat-up pickup truck was heading her way, carrying a spark of hope she couldn't yet see. Would this be the moment Emma hit rock bottom, or could someone pull her back from the edge of giving up? As the rain blurred Emma's vision, headlights pierced the darkness, and Jake's pickup truck screeched to a stop. "Emma, you scared me," he called, jogging toward her with an umbrella. Soaked and shivering, she mumbled, "I'm a failure, Jake. I ruin everything." But Jake, who'd once bombed his first open mic night as a guitarist, knew what it felt like to doubt yourself. "You're not a failure," he said, his voice steady. "You just need a push. Come with me to this cooking class tomorrow. Trust me." Emma shook her head, terrified of more judgment, but Jake's story of overcoming stage fright sparked a flicker of hope. Reluctantly, she agreed. The next evening, Emma stepped into a bustling community center where the smell of fresh herbs filled the air. There, she met Mr. Henry, a retired chef with kind eyes and a limp from an old injury. His restaurant had failed years ago, he confided, because he let fear stop him from adapting. "I see that same fear in you," he told Emma, "but I also see fire. Let's ignite it." He offered her a challenge, 3 tasks over 3 days to find the light you've buried. Desperate for change, Emma nodded, though her stomach churned with doubt. "Day 1, Mr. Henry said, go to the farmer's market and ask 10 strangers about their favorite dish, write down their stories." Emma's heart sank. Talking to strangers was her worst nightmare. "Day 2, teach kids at my class how to make cookies, share what you know." Emma protested, "I'm no teacher," but Henry just smiled. "Day 3, face your mom, apologize and pitch a new idea for the bakery." Each task felt impossible, but Henry's calm certainty made her wonder, what if he's right? As Jake gave her a reassuring nod, Emma clutched her soggy sketchbook, sensing a turning point. Could these tasks unlock the courage she'd lost, or would fear pull her back into the shadows? Emma's hands trembled as she stood in the bustling farmer's market, clutching her notebook like a lifeline. Her first task, talking to 10 strangers, felt like climbing a mountain. Heart pounding, she approached a vendor, stammering, "What's your favorite dish?" The man snapped, "I'm busy," and turned away. Mortified, Emma nearly fled, but a kind elderly woman selling peaches overheard and shared her love for peach cobbler, even scribbling her grandma's recipe. By day's end, Emma had 10 stories, including a food truck owner who invited her to visit. She felt a spark of pride she hadn't known in years. Day 2 was even scarier, teaching kids to make cookies at Mr. Henry's class. As 10 pairs of eyes stared at her, Emma's voice cracked, and she spilled flour everywhere. A boy giggled, "You're messy like my dog." The room erupted in laughter, and Emma froze, but then joined in, realizing it wasn't mean-spirited. She explained her cookie recipe, and when a shy girl whispered, "Yours are better than my mom's," Emma's fear melted. She taught again, her voice steadier, and left the class beaming, wondering if she could actually inspire others. The final task facing her mom was the hardest. Emma returned to Sweet Haven, where Sarah was icing cupcakes with a frown. "Mom, I'm sorry for messing up," Emma said, her voice shaking. "I have an idea. Peach cobbler cupcakes using a recipe I learned." Sarah scoffed. "We can't afford more mistakes." "I have an idea. Peach cobbler cupcakes using a recipe I learned." Sarah scoffed. "We can't afford more mistakes." Crushed but determined, Emma baked a sample batch overnight, filling the shop with a warm, sweet aroma. When Sarah tasted one, her eyes softened. "This could work," she admitted, agreeing to try them. As customers lined up the next day, Emma felt a surge of confidence. Had she finally proven her worth, or was this just the beginning of her transformation? With the success of her peach cobbler cupcakes, Emma found a new rhythm at Sweet Haven. The bakery buzzed with customers, and Sarah's proud glances replaced her old frowns. Emma enrolled in Mr. Henry's cooking classes, honing her skills while juggling shifts at the shop. A year later, she took a bold step, setting up a small stall at the farmer's market where her journey began. To her surprise, the elderly peach vendor, Mrs. Clara, became her first customer, beaming as she bought a cupcake. "You're shining now, dear," she said, revealing she'd been watching Emma's growth since their first chat. That moment felt like a full-circle victory, proof that small steps could lead to big dreams. Emma wasn't a celebrity chef yet, but she no longer hid in the shadows. She greeted customers with a smile, shared her recipes, and even laughed off the occasional flour spill. Mr. Henry's words echoed in her mind. "Fear only wins if you let it." Emma realized confidence wasn't about being fearless, it was about acting despite the fear. Her sketchbook, once filled with unattainable dreams, now held real plans for new desserts, each one a testament to her courage. This story isn't just Emma's, it's for anyone who's ever felt like they weren't enough. Confidence is built, not born. Take that first step, whether it's talking to a stranger or chasing a dream, and you'll find strength you never knew you had. Emma's light was always there, she just needed to uncover it. What's the light you're ready to find? Share your story in the comments, we'd love to hear how you're stepping out of your comfort zone. If this tale inspired you, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend who needs a boost, or hit subscribe for more stories that spark hope. Let's keep shining together.